Good morning, good morning, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So excited to have this wonderful opportunity to lead you today in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural and normal response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how it is revealed on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. That's why we shout good morning, because mourning is a good thing. And I'm so glad that you are here with us on today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief devotion. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 216. We're going to talk briefly about it's okay to do nothing. It's okay to do nothing. It's okay to do nothing. Summer is the annual permission slip to be lazy, to do nothing, and have it count for something. To lie on the grass and count the stars, to sit on a branch and study the clouds. That's by Miss Regina Brett. Here in America, we have a cultural bias against laziness. We are a country of doers instead of beers. We have bought into the fallacy that unless we are doing something, we are wasting time. That's the nature of America, y'all. It's a country of doers. Instead of beers, we focus on doing instead of being. Even though we are human beings, we focus on being human doers, and that becomes the mindset. What are you doing? What's going on? Always doing this, that, and the other. How does that play in when it comes to our grief? How does it play in when it comes to navigating through a season of grief and mourning? Some of us, we continue in that same mindset that we just want to do. Do, 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 do. We do to the expense of ignoring our grief instead of exploring our grief. We do to the extent of um, suppressing our grief versus expressing our grief. We feel if we can just stay busy doing, right, then we'll get through it. That's not the case at all. You got to understand that this country, this world is anti grief, really. It's not set up, it's not designed, it's not aware, it's not educated when it comes to grief. If it was, they would give you more than just 3 days off when a loved one dies. If it was, they would be. I ain't gonna say this world because there are parts of this world where they do. There is a focus on grief, but this country is not geared towards grief. It's a capitalistic society. They just want to make money. They just want to get back to the bottom line, and anything that impedes that progress, right? They have something to say about it. We got to get to the point to where we realize and recognize and understand um, that this country is anti-grief, and so we have to not fall in the pattern or the ways of this country. But we have to make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to do in this season, so that we can um, navigate through it responsibly. If we fall into the pattern of the world during our season of grief, we're just going to be doers. We're going to focus on doing. We're going to suppress and not express. We are going to ignore and not explore. When this is a season where you can simply focus on being, right? Let me take it another further. Grief reminds us of the necessity of doing nothing. Our grief slows us down and makes us lethargic, like the heat of August. It depletes our energy. Some of you, depending on where you are in your journey, you may be wondering, like, why am I tired? Why am I exhausted? Because grief is depleting, right? Like the heat of August. You ever go outside and you walk around and you are extremely tired, right? Or you go into the grocery store, you go to this store, you go to that store. It's hot outside and you extremely tired. You go to the mall and all of a sudden you just be like, I ain't feeling it. because the heat has depleted you, right? And the same way the heat depletes you and makes you exhausted, grief depletes you and can make you exhausted. Like the heat of August, it depletes our energy. It makes us lazy. And in the lassitude of grief, we do necessary work for thinking our thoughts and feeling our feelings. Our inertia is essential to our healing. I want you to understand this. Don't fight the feeling of doing nothing, right? This is a great opportunity. This is a great season to think your thoughts and to feel your feelings. You are in a season of reflection. Think your thoughts, feel your feelings. Think your thoughts, feel your feelings. Don't let the world trick you into thinking, oh, I gotta be doing. Think your thoughts, feel your feelings. Our inertia is essential to our healing. Taking the time out to pause with the cause, to think your thoughts and feel your feelings, it is essential to your healing. Look at the final thought, y'all. When I am feeling lazy, I will recognize the necessity of doing nothing. I am learning to embrace laziness and just be. When I am feeling lazy, that and some of y'all may even cringe when you read that, like, but it's the truth. When I'm feeling lazy, I will embrace the necessity of what? Of doing absolutely nothing. I am learning to embrace laziness. That's right, embrace laziness and just be. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 216. We're talking about it's okay to do nothing. Come on, if you got questions, comments, holla at your boy one time for the one time. Questions, comments, holla at your boy one time for the one time. Embrace, embrace, embrace it, embrace it. Think your thoughts, feel your feelings. Do nothing. You're depleted. Grief has depleted you. Death has depleted you. Like it takes a lot out of you. And not just initially, but it's something that you never stop thinking about. Your mind never stops spinning and never stops going. And so it's something that is constantly and consistently on your mind, right? Think your thoughts and feel your feelings. No questions. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all with the love of the Lord. Hope y'all have a sensational Saturday. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Let's go.